Okay, this is one of the entrances. This is the south entrance of the covered bridge. This road is no longer open to motor vehicles. Up until, I'd say about 20 years ago, vehicles were still allowed to drive on this road and across this bridge. But obviously, got too old. Sorry, I'm walking and I do not have any type of tripod or anything. And it's about to get a little dark. Pedestrian traffic only nowadays. Oh, camera did better in the dark than I thought. It's actually really kind of dark in here. It's all shade. There's no lights except for sun. And the camera is making it actually much brighter than it actually is in here. So let me stop so you can look at it without vertigo. But the roof is relatively new. A lot of it actually is. It's been rebuilt a couple times over the years. It's just so they can retain it for historical value. And you can see these posts and wires. That's because, like every bridge everywhere, you have people come up, kick the boards out, and try to jump off the bridge. And they put wires without crossing the line. I'm going to try to. That's outside one of the windows down there. Here's the other side. You can see some of the river down there. But yeah, this bridge was built in 1863. And there on the other side here is a bunch of old mills, broken down what's left of stone mills and stuff like that, for everything from getting gold separate from rock to grinding your bread, whatever the stones were needed for at that time. And we're gonna mosey over there real quick and take a gander. Once again, I apologize, I have no tripod, and I'm just kind of walking along, and I'm tall, so I got kind of a bounce to me when I walk. But that is the old jailhouse. And that's some of the mill. Down there's the river. We'll come over here first. None of it, this is not open to the public. They actually do use it for a little bit of an office / storage space. The doors are closed, so you can't even see in. This is, the mill house. Give you a second, try to read all that. But yeah, it's been around a while, to say the least. Okay, and these are the mills. These are big empty rooms now, but yeah, you can see they had lots of space to work around in. I mean, this stuff was built back in the 1800s and it's still standing, so that tells you the quality of the craftsmanship when they built this thing. The hills around it. I'll see if I can get that to focus in, maybe. Tulloch Mill. Give it a second. And that's all the signs. Hopefully you'll be able to read that. All right, back down to normal zoom. Now down here, they used to, oh no, they just have them caged up now. People messing with them too much. They actually have some of the old grinder stones down here. Now, this is a little nifty thing they don't ever have any signs about, but this pipe, this has been here since the 1800s, early 1900s, and it was used for pumping water for this. That is a big old engine, hydraulic engine. You can see one of the steel belts, no rubber belts, steel belt laying there. See the other end, you can see the hole in the wall, maybe over there, kind of below the window. The shaft would go from that machine through the wall into the other room, just like this one is. A little jump. Ugh. Gang members got a hold of the power generator sign, so I'll read through it. Electrical generation requires water moving at great force. When the mill was converted to a powerhouse in 1899, water from the upstream was channeled into a ditch that ended at the top of the hill to your left, up there, which follows that line. The wooden structure you see on the top transferred water to the pipe, called the penstock, portion of which lies partially buried in front of you. That's the line. Let's see. Inside the building at the end of the penstock lies the turbine, which was made to spin this down. Wait a minute, that stupid paint. Which was made to spin by the down rushing water. The general. Anyways, it's connected to the shaft of the pulley to your right, used to spinning sports of the turbine to make electricity for the small little tiny town of Ferry. That one we can actually walk around and go up and look at. But yeah, water came from up there and rushed down through this pipe into that generator. And we'll go over here and look at the grinding stones. This is one of them, a millstone. Old millstone. I'll look at the sign after this. There's one that's all broken. All right. Millstones. The first flour mill washed out in 1862. The flood used 2 stones. In rebuilding of the mill, David Tulloch ordered 5 sets of stones from Belgium, which were shipped around the Horn of San Francisco. The stones were about 4 feet in diameter. They were made of several pieces of granite, cemented and bound together with iron hoops. The grinding surface of the stones were grooved and hand-cut by European artisans. The remains of the millstones in front of you have been severely weathered by acid from the oak tree overhead. Which, this is not an oak tree. So, somebody needs to check their tree facts. That's just the visitor center. We'll walk around here and we can get a better look at some of this stuff. Now, these have all these bands on it, so you could hook up different things to it for each band and it would run it. There's a lower room with the pipes. Goes down. You can see it was a 2-3 story building at the time. Goes out down there. As you can see, got a glare on my camera on the lens. I can't see. Okay. Another chunk of the building. Some nice old big bolts in the ground. Down there's the river, and you can see, try to raise my camera up here, you can see down in there water pit, and you can see bolts and stuff sticking up and out, pieces of wood and timber, everything up on the side of the building, big bolts sticking out right there. Gotta love iron. Stuff sticks around forever. But I could go down there, but I don't really feel like it right now, considering I don't have the correct shoes. But that's where it would exit out of the powerhouse and mill area down to the river. The river's a lot lower nowadays, obviously. Otherwise it would have come up all the way to here. When I was a kid, the river came up and this was always wet. You can see it's a little wet from when some of the rain and snow melt happened. But used to it'd stay like that all summer. Over here I gotta be careful where I'm walking now. You can see these look like probably wild berries of some sort. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, we got some wild berries here. They're not getting much water though, so they're not producing. I gotta be careful about getting into the itchy stuff here since I'm in shorts. I think, oh yeah, and there's the bridge. You can see the bridge up there. So, I think that's going to wrap this one up. Bye.